right. This is a new experiment. And everything's backwards, right? So I feel like I'm supposed to be going this way, but I'm actually going this way.
Right. Okay.
We have a special guest for you guys today that's going to join us. So I'm hoping that everyone at home is seeing Chris and I right now. Can someone text me and confirm that's what you're seeing? We'll just give it a second here. Chris and I are literally the only ones standing in this ice-cold rink right now.
That's
except
it.
we hear the rap music from the boys.
Yeah. Much to be desired on the boys' playlist this season.
Since we're like on a 25-second delay, I'm sure somebody will text me here momentarily. I can see it. There's people on there. So, all right. Joining us live, if I can figure out how to do this, we have our special guest, Mr. Mark Letestu, joining us from. You're at home, right, Mark? In Columbus?
I am home.
Cool. Mark is taking the time out to chat with us for a minute, which is pretty rare. Caleb is here with us, and I think, Mark, you're the only one at home right now, correct? Because the rest of the family is all on hockey trips?
Brett would say the rest of her kids are here, all 3 dogs, the most important ones. But, yeah, I'm looking after them. I'm by myself.
Awesome. So Mark is, as most of you know, is Caleb's dad, former NHL player for our Blue Jackets, the Penguins, the Oilers, among others, right? I got a few of them in there, right, Mark?
Yeah, almost all of them.
Predators.
Jets is the only one you missed.
Jets.
That was the one I was missing. He's the current coach of the Cleveland Monsters. Are you still coaching the forwards there, Mark?
Yeah, forwards in the power play. So
Awesome.
Still doing that.
So we just take a few minutes here. First, tell everyone how the season is going for the Monsters.
It's going well. It's funny, the minor leagues you really never have your team from pillar to post. So there's always seasons within seasons. So it's challenging coaching with call-ups and injuries and whatnot. But we're still in first place. But all that is contingent on how the Blue Jackets do. And often we lose our best players, which is probably the most rewarding part of our job. But we're maintaining. A lot of guys are getting new opportunities, and we're having a lot of success right now. So it's been a lot of fun.
It's probably bittersweet when you got guys that are having great success, but then they leave. If they're too good, they leave. They go to the Jackets, right? That's kind of how that works. But that's when you know you're doing your job well.
Yeah, it's probably selfish to think that way. Nobody dreams of being an American Hockey League player. Ultimately, You're sending them off to live their dream. Of course, we'd like the team success in Cleveland, but the goal is always to win the Stanley Cup, not the Calder Cup. So you understand. But that being said, it creates some challenges for coaches, and it really does prepare us for that next step as well. So it's fun how fluid the roster is, and how malleable you have to be to situations, and it creates a lot of scenarios to prepare you for the next level.
That's cool. So you've watched our boys play now for a couple years, enough times, either in person or remotely over TDSN. What do you think is what do they need to do to play at their best today? When you see them play their best, what does that mean to you, and what do you think they need to do to win today?
Yeah, I mean, when I see them playing their best, it's when they're playing as a unit of 5 on the ice. I find they really have difficulty, like any team, when it becomes very individual. They get very spread out, and that's not unique to them. That's most hockey teams. When you play as a unit of 5, you support the puck, you're around it. You just create more. And then to build upon that, when you get in these big game situations, there's going to be bad calls, there's going to be bad bounces, there's going to be good bounces. And I think to maintain kind of the level of frustration, even keel, keep your mind in it, keep your head in it, not create a bigger problem for yourself with penalties and poor decisions. So they're boys. They're figuring it out. They're not going to be perfect, but if they play together, they'll be fine.
We always have to remember that they're 12 years old. Sometimes people forget that. I think we have maybe like another minute or so. Do you have any really crazy stories you can tell people about your days on the road, traveling over all the years of hockey, NHL or otherwise?
Yeah, well, we dodged a bullet last night. Usually we bust through Erie, Buffalo area coming back. I was in Syracuse last night, so it turned into an 8-hour trip. I got in at 5 a.m., then drove back here. Got in to see the dogs at 7, but that's not the worst one. A couple of years ago, our flight got canceled from Montreal, and it was 14 hours on the bus back from Laval. So I think I retired and unretired 3 times on the bus trip, and decided to coach shortly thereafter.
It's crazy travel. It's a crazy schedule, man. All right. Well, hey, we really appreciate you taking a few minutes today, and we'll see you guys when we get back to Columbus. I'll be dropping.
Can't wait to hear you two on the call.
Yeah, I'll be dropping Caleb off at your house here in a few minutes or a few hours.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Yep.
That was cool.
Where does the switch come from? The overdrive. It is the thing that allows you to go the extra distance, to dig a little deeper, to push a little harder. It takes both emotion and logic to reach maximum potential, to really give everything you have, to go beyond your limits. Because emotion and logic will both reach their limitations. And when one fails, you need to rely on the other. When it just doesn't make any logical sense to go on, that's when you use your emotion, your anger, your frustration, your fear to push further, to push you to say one thing: I don't stop.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself of a time when in spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so you wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I
tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had fall to lose it all.
All right, Caps fans, good afternoon. I almost said good morning. It's afternoon, 12:26. It's the calm before the storm. It's quiet in the rink. Hopefully you guys were able to see the Mark interview come through okay. We can hear, Chris and I are here, we can hear the Caps locker room, calling it music is a loose term, I would say, noise. But excited to bring you the championship game today.
It's gone silent in there, so it sounds like Coach Fink may be just going over some final tactics for the boys this afternoon.
Yeah, Chris and I were just talking. Supposedly there was some sort of hijinks at the hotel. The opposing team has been at the same hotel with us all weekend, and apparently the boys were talking some serious trash to each other last night. So we're hoping that maybe that additional energy comes out on the ice today.
All the regular topics, I'm sure. Fortnite names, V-Buck account totals, things of that nature. No signs of the officials yet. I would imagine they're also in the building somewhere.
Yeah, the rink has actually been, both sheets of ice have been free for the last hour, so we're not even sure why we were scheduled to play at the time we could, because we could have played an hour ago.
I would imagine the broadcast window probably fetched a higher ad revenue total.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to disclose that, Chris, but you just let the cat out of the bag. This is more of a prime time for TDSN at 12:30 on a Sunday. We tend to peak at 20 to 25 viewers instead of 15. So
that's right. What's our count at?
The ad revenue is significantly different. I'll tell you here in a second.
While you're looking that up, today's game is unofficially brought to you by Martin's Barbecue.
Oh my goodness, it was amazing.
We're in Louisville, right? This is technically within the city limits of Louisville, you think?
Yeah, we are in Louisville, I think. Yeah, yesterday, just to update everyone, went well. We did an activity that the boys loved. It was kind of a physical video game type thing where they solved puzzles and dove under lasers. We went to tour the Louisville Slugger Museum, which I'd never been to. Some of the other families had. I thought that was really cool. And then we watched the Browns get destroyed. That was pretty sad for yours truly. It's kind of the unofficial end of the football season for me, with the Buckeyes going out with a thud, and then Browns doing the same thing. But and then we went to Martin's Barbecue, like Chris mentioned, and it was really good. We rented the back room, and the food was awesome. We had the whole room to ourselves. Had the TV on, so it was cool. You got like half a chicken, Chris.
I got a whole half of a chicken.
I mean, it wasn't a small chicken either.
No, this was not a small chicken.
The wings were amazing.
And what was that? Alabama. We had Alabama.
Yeah, the sauce.
I don't know, it was like
Alabama something or other.
Alabama Heat.
Man, it was good. I'm hungry just thinking about it. Had some good cocktails. When we arrived, they already had the drinks out, like pitchers of lemonade, iced tea, et cetera, for the boys.
Dr. Pepper might have been thrown in there.
Dr. Pepper, Coke, Diet Coke. Signs of life. The Wild are about to come on the ice. Their coaches are on the bench. The Caps coaches are not yet, but here come the Caps.
You have a prediction on Eye Black today, Tim?
I think it's going to be aggressive.
Strong to quite strong?
Strong quantities of Eye Black.
Caps will be in their visiting dark blue uniforms, as is tradition here in Big Bear tournaments. Home team wears the light colored jerseys. Wild appear to be in their baby blue, trimmed with, is that hunter green? Is that army green? What do we think?
It's not attractive, I can tell you that. We forgot to mention yesterday the detour that the Huber family took. Why don't you tell everyone what you guys did while we were at the activity thing, right?
Yeah, so glad you brought it up, Tim. We had an opportunity to visit the Perfect Day Cafe, which is a coffee shop that doubles as a rescue opportunity, serving many of the humane societies around the Louisville area for kittens.
I was a little jealous. Sounded pretty amazing. I thought you were going to come home with a cat, though.
No cats for the Huber family.
It's a lot of pent-up energy coming out of both teams already as they take the ice. Michael Larson is trying to intimidate us by firing pucks right at us.
So, Tim, the Wild and the Caps come in with identical records for the Sting Like a Bee tournament, both 2-0-1, tying each other in their opening matches, and then both having success versus the Glenview Stars and the Lakeland Hawks. Also sporting identical records over the last 5 games, 2-1-2 for both the Smoky Mountain Wild and the Columbus Capitals. Smoky Mountain Wild do boast the higher MyHockey ranking, 86.8 versus the Caps at 83.47. So on paper, Tim, you'd probably have the Wild as slight favorites, but the Caps look to have quite a bit of energy here as they begin their pre-game warm-up.
Yeah. Come on. 1, 2. Let the games begin. My last name, cause I'm married to it. To me, it's my everything. I sacrifice my whole life to get right. Ain't nobody ever taking me down without a fight. Bring it on, ring alarms and blow the horns. Coming with the thunder of 100 storms. But for now, remain calm. It's what I do best. To my first true love, I confess. It's for the love of the game. It's for the love of the game. Let's go. The whole world's gonna know my name. It's for the love of the game. We all in. Let the games begin. I do it for the name. It's for the love of the game. Let's go. Let's go. The whole world's gonna know my name. It's for the love of the game. We all in. Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
It's game time. Play 3 13-minute periods today for all the marbles of the Sting Like a Bee tournament here from Louisville, Kentucky. This is Carter Wood carrying the burn the ship flag.
Well, Caps
Go ahead,
look
Chris.
ready here, Tim. We are joined by the dad councils in closer proximity to us today, as we are the visiting team down here at ice level. So we may get some input from the dad council here later on.
Hope so. Wouldn't have it any other way. Starting in goal today, we've got Maddox Dawson reminding the net for the first half of the game before the Caps do their standard switch mid-game. Switch over to Luca. Caps bench cheering on their teammates.
But Tim, the Caps had a shot advantage last game over the Wild, 31-27. If you remember, Caps started strong in the first period, but took a penalty late in the first period. So we'll look to hopefully get off to a fast start here.
Game's underway on the ice. We've got the Finn Dosso line with Brady and Anderson. On defense, Wes and Caleb. The twins, pretty much exact same size.
Almost identical, Tim.
So we're at ice level here today. We know it's not ideal. Action's on the far side, but nothing's ideal on this particular rink. We can't really set up shop in a good spot on a higher level. A lot of activity down there in front of the goal. Caps are moving the puck back and forth.
Two quick shots there. Finn Dosso with a nice shot on net, stopped by the glove of the Wild goalie.
Offensive line change for the Caps. Mike is on. He's got his Hayden sandwich. Wes and Caleb still on defense. Caps are trying to move it around, but they lost possession, but Wes tried to keep it in. Now Caleb has it. Sends it down the board. The Wild have it back now, and here they come for their first offensive rush. Shot blocked by Aiden Hughes. Sends it up to Sunks. Sunks with a nice cross-ice pass, just a little bit too far, but what a great idea. Here comes a shot, just wide. Wild keep it in the zone. They're going to send it back to center ice. Swing and a miss. Micah gathers it up momentarily. Good. Oh, that's a goal by the Wild to start off with. A good initial block by Maddox, but it shot shifted off to the side, and the Wild take advantage.
Yeah, just an unfortunate rebound opportunity right onto the stick of the Wild player.
You know what I always say when we're watching the Blue Jackets games, Chris, and they give up an early goal? I say, well, you know, if you're going to give one up, you might as well give it up really early because you have the entire game to recover. So
That's right.
we're going to go with the optimistic strategy here. See if the Caps can respond and even it up. Ref standing right in our way. The Wild are moving. That's a save by Maddox. That shot was a little wide anyways, but still a nice save. That's their number 10 we talked about before for the Wild. He's a good skater. He can move. So we have Finn on the ice, along with Brady and Anderson. Cooper and Aiden are on defense. Brady tried to battle for it on the board over there, but couldn't. That shot goes wide. It's Aiden over there. Cooper deflects it before it ever makes it to Maddox. Cooper's still battling for it. Maddox couldn't find the puck. That's another goal for the Wild quickly.
The Caps pinned in their zone here a little bit, struggling to exit it out. 4 quick shots for the Wild, converting on 2 of them there.
Not the start we were looking for, but a lot of hockey left to play. Here comes another rush from the Wild. That's Caleb back on defense. Does a great job of getting a stick in the shooting lane, so it doesn't even allow the shot. Caps trying to take it back down, but unsuccessfully. Henry's here on defense. A little move made, backhand shot. Maddox has it. Net is dislodged, so the whistle will be blown.
Nice shot by Maddox there. The backhand shot of the Wild player. But as you say, Tim, we got a lot of hockey remaining here. 10:20 still, the first period. Caps will look to win this cleanly and exit the zone.
Micah on the face-off. Aiden helps gather it up. He sends it up to Sunks and then to Mast. Mast is going to send it out, send it down behind the net. Sunkel recovers it. See if I can zoom in a little bit here. Hayden's are trading it back and forth. The goalie jumped on it as Mast sent it across the crease, and the goalie pounced on it.
Great idea by Hayden there, centering the puck. A little bit of a rolling puck.
Micah's going to take this face off. Caps control it. Aiden has it. Sends it toward the net. A little wide. Caps are threatening. Had a couple of chances in front of the net, but good defense by the Wild. They were in the right position and not giving up any easy shots. It's Wes and Aiden that are going after the puck. Aiden's the one that got to it. That puck's coming back in towards Maddox. He's just going to jump on it, whistle blown.
All 5 players changing here, Tim. Caps bench looks to keep the legs fresh here. 4th game of a 4-game weekend.
Peyton will come on and take the face off. He's got Boomer and Carter on his wings. Cooper and Caleb are the defensive pair currently on. Just a reminder, Jake was not able to make the trip with us, so we have 5 defensemen. Jake was not feeling well this week. Now it's Boomer with the puck. He sends it to the opposite side of the ice where Carter and Peyton are both chasing it, but the Wild get to it first. Caps are trying to keep it in their zone, but they could not.
This is going to be Peyton gather this back up. Looking for a pass. Passes it up to, tried to pass it up to Caleb. Couldn't quite connect. There's a rip. And it's saved by Maddox. Wild shots are on target. You got to give them credit. They're putting it on net. Yeah, low shot there. Going through a high danger area. Wild player able to elevate that. Maddox makes a nice save. 7 shots total for the Wild thus far. The 3 for the Caps. Thin on the face-off. Wild win it, but the Caps get it back quickly. Anderson chasing the puck down there on the far side, but it's sent back in. That's going to be offsides. I don't think we have a Haley's Comet situation here, Tim. I think we're just going right outside the Caps defensive zone. Then on the face-off, puck is on the far board for Aiden to gather to Henry. Henry immediately passes it over to Brady. Puck was rolling on Henry and Brady, having a hard time collecting it, but now it's settled down. Henry has it here. He's going to play it up the board. Henry's trying to play it off the board again, but the Wild stopped that from happening. This is Anderson. Is going to get a shot. It's a little wide. Aiden gathered the puck up, back up to the forwards. Anderson backhands it into the zone deep. Just dumps it for a full change, all 5 skaters. It's a nice change. The Caps did a full change and still gathered the puck right back up. Micah dumped it in. Micah and the Haydens. Caleb and Wesley on the defensive pair. Some nice passing by the Caps to try to get it center ice, but they couldn't get a shot out of it. So here come the Wild. This is their really good skater, number 10, and he buries another one. Is that number 10? Yeah, he's good. He's a good player.
He's very good. Yeah, Caps did a really nice job there on that change. They maintained possession throughout that change. Unfortunately, just broke out there. Nice drive to the net by number 10. Caps go down early, 3-0, about halfway through the first period here.
Definitely feels like the Caps have not gotten into sync yet. It's kind of like what Mark was referring to before the game, staying connected and playing as a unit. They haven't quite hit that rhythm yet. Just kind of chopping the puck around, and they're skating hard, but that's not going to be enough. Tonight, there's an example right there of Wes skating hard. He's going to get a penalty called. This is a penalty on Wes for interference.
Yeah, tough call there. We had a
Trash talking as well.
kind of a pro move by the Wild player there to clamp down on Wes's arm as he looked to lift the stick. The Caps penalty kill's going to be tested early here.
So on the kill, we have Mask, Peyton, who's doing the face-off. Aiden's on the far side up against the board, and then Henry is right here in front of Maddox. Waiting to get the penalty up on the clock. That shot comes in, Maddox stops it, but the puck is still loose. Puck is down here behind the net. Wild still have it. They send it in again. Maddox stops that one. Good block shot by Maddox. And the puck goes out of play, so the whistle's blown.
Physicality ramping here, Tim. Much more leaning, pushing, shoving than the initial matchup.
I heard
2 days ago.
The dad council saying if one of our players got hit in the back of the head. You see it. Who was it? Did you see?
It looked like Henry.
Okay.
Another block shot by Maddox. Another block shot by Maddox. We're gonna have to shut down those high danger chances. Keeping Maddox a little too busy.
A lot of rebound opportunities right now.
Nice block by Mast. Good hustle by Henry. This is Mast. He's gonna clear it.
I guess it's on net, Tim.
Ooh. So we're gonna have icing. So we'll have a face-off in our defensive zone due to the icing, which was fine by Hayden, just to allow us to change and reset. There's 36 seconds left on our penalty kill. Finn will take this face-off. Cooper is to his left. Caleb also in on defense. He's the one that has the puck here. Sends it up the board. Finn and Cooper both battling for it there. Nice job by Finn using his teammates. Another deflection shot scored by the Wild.
Now, Wild really doing a good job getting big bodies in front of the goalie.
That was textbook. A shot and intentionally deflected it to change its trajectory on Maddox and just perfectly placed in the net.
A lot of hockey left.
There's a timeout called here by the Caps.
Yeah, it looks like coaching staff going to try and regroup. So 7 minutes gone by thus far, Tim. Wild definitely jumping on the opportunities early. Doing a good job parking a player in front of the net. As you said, elevating those low shots. Unfortunately, just over the stick of Maddox. Caps have faced adversity all season, though. And one thing they haven't done is gotten down on themselves, gotten down on each other. So they'll look to reset, wipe the slate clean, and start fresh here.
Parents here cheering for the Caps as they retake the ice, try to give them a little encouragement to hang in there. Still in the first period, still some time to get a couple goals here and get back in this game. If they can get some of their offense going they've had all weekend, they could fight their way back into this, but they're going to have to do it in a hurry.
And if you think it'd come from anybody, you think it'd come from this line accounting for many of the points we've seen thus far this weekend.
Players are all ready to go. Finn's going to take the face off with Brady on his left, Anderson on his right. Cooper has the puck. Wild quickly get it back. Good battle by Caleb over there to make it difficult on them. Whistle blown, and Maddox possesses the puck.
Looks like Finn's also made a new friend, escorting a member of the Wild away from Maddox there.
Finn's always looking to connect with the other team in conversational aspirations and educate them on different qualities of their mother. Nice job by Anderson to get that puck back. So he's going to backhand it over there towards Brady. Brady has it, trying to get it back to center, but the Wild deflected it. Zoom in here a little bit. Wild sent it down through the neutral zone, and then here they come. That's outstanding defensive play by Caleb. No shot allowed. Cooper gathers this up. He's got his head up looking for a pass. Passes it to Caleb. Caleb sends it over to Brady, but we can't maintain possession, at least for a second. Anderson's going to dump it, so the Caps get a line change. And here comes the Hayden sandwich line. Nice block by Mast. Wild were trying to clear it, and Hayden just stepped in front of it and blocked it. Sent it right back toward on net. This is going to be a penalty here on. Oh, I think it's on us. I think.
Thought that one might have gone either way. Interesting.
Called offsetting penalties, maybe.
Doesn't look like Wesley's got a tag team partner entering the box with him. So I think Cap's going to go back on the kill here.
Peyton will take this face off. Wild gain control. Another nice deflection by the Wild. Executed well. Shot came in. They deflected it down, but Maddox was still able to track it and block it. This face-off is won by the Caps. Henry sent it up towards the blue line, but the Wild stopped it. Mass gathers it back up and sends it down the ice. We're going to have icing if it makes it, and it does. Peyton on the face-off. Aiden Hughes is over on the far board. Aiden gathers it up after the face-off from Peyton. This is over to Mass. Mass tries to send it up the ice, but kind of whiffed on it there a little bit. See if the Caps can get it back. That shot goes out of play. A pretty slow first period here, Chris. A lot of scores, a lot of whistles, a timeout.
Yeah, Caps just haven't quite been able to find a rhythm here.
Wild control this puck. They're going to come in. Nice block shot by Aiden. Mike also steps in to help. That shot goes a little wide, but Wild still have control. Maddox pounces on it, stops it. A little more trash talking right in front of the net.
Yeah, I think we're getting to that point in the weekend, Tim, where we're going to be.
Will they know each other a little too well?
They've met once before on the ice and multiple times in the hotel lobby.
So it's going to be Micah on the face-off. Aiden's uncle closest to us. That's Aiden again on the far side on defense. He's the one with the puck. Tried to clear it. Did not. This is going to be a shot, which Maddox is going to easily make the glove save.
Max has already faced 17 shots so far, Tim. 2 power play opportunities for the Wild. Generated quite a few shots. No high stick. Yes, high stick. Yep.
High stick is called as they were clearing. So we're going to have a face-off in our offensive zone now. And it's going to be time for a line change as well. So Peyton, Boomer, Cooper, and Caleb are out on the ice. Peyton will take the face-off. Boom will set up shop somewhere over near the net, hoping to get a puck over his way. Caps do control the face-off. Caleb sends it back across the board. That's Boomer back there. Just going to send it back, try to get it back towards Peyton. See if the Caps can get this back and keep it in their offensive zone. That's going to be a high stick on the Caps. Good effort, but called it.
Yeah, just a hair above. 2 seconds remaining on this kill here. Caps will look to stand strong, get a 5th skater on the ice, and see if we can spend a little bit more time in our offensive zone here.
My clock is out of sync with the game clock, so I'll let it run for a minute here. That's Caleb and Peyton battling for it over there in the corner. It's the Wild. Nice deflection by Boomer. This is Peyton trying to get it on his stick. Pass goes up to Carter. He's taking it down. Yeah, that's Carter. Dumps it deep. Peyton and Boomer regain control of the puck, get it across the crease. That's going to be icing. .110 left in first.
Yeah, Tim, it'd be nice to get on the board here right before end of the period. 17 shots for the Wild, 7 now for the Caps.
There's going to be a trip on the Wild there. Brady drew the penalty. So Caps are going to first power play.
Nice job by Brady to skate through that there, Tim. I think this is looking for a little bit of puck luck back in the Caps' favor here. I think this 4 line will just go ahead and stay on. As we said before, generated quite a few scoring opportunities and conversions for the Caps this weekend.
Then we'll take this face off.
Caps Wild giving up the weak side wall there. So I'd look for Finn to get something on his backhand here over to Anderson. Like, that's unfortunate. Clock didn't start. Finn had won it cleanly, so look to repeat
Looked like
that.
it was headed back towards Wes's direction too. Use one of those big hammer shots in the top corner from Wesley. So Caps do control this. Anderson got a hold of this. It's going to go to Wes. He's going to fire it in, but it's off target to the right.
That'll be a high stick.
It's a high stick, but it's waved off. Finn has the puck down there. Back to Anderson, who sends it toward the center of the ice. This is going to be Caleb, who sends it over to Wes. Wes sends it in high.
Boy, I tell you what. Yeah, I can't tell who that was down there, Tim. That was a beautiful deflection.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know who it was. It could have been Anderson.
It was either Finn or Anderson. I saw the same thing. It was a great deflection. I think they might have called it a high stick.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, there it was. I thought that stick was a little high, but it was the right idea.
Oh. Maybe disagreement. That'll be icing.
Back to the far side of the ice again.
57 seconds remaining here on the power play. Fortunate the Caps will be able to have the rest of this period and the beginning of the next period on the power play. Love to see a couple more shots generated here by the Caps.
Puck comes back to West. Sends it towards the net. It's a little wide off to the left. Caps are maintaining possession though. Caleb gets a stick on it. This is now going to drift back through the neutral zone. Wesley's going to chase it down. Sends it back up towards the Caps offensive zone, but it doesn't quite make it. Wes deflected it with his foot there. And that's the end of the first.
An engineer, because I like building things. Wesley Caffin, because he always makes good jokes. Bad refs. Pierre-Luc Dubois, because Battery gave me number 18, and then I found out he was number 18 on the Blue Jackets. Win. I don't know.
What about a Walkman?
No idea.
Reset the clock here in the period. See if the Caps can fight their way back into this one.
A little bit of a change of direction here. And also change up line here. Looks like Peyton's going to be winged by one half of the Hayden sandwich. The other one will be Boomer.
Mixing it up here a little bit. Peyton, Hayden Mask, Boomer. We've got Caleb and Wes on defense. Caleb keeps this one in, sends it down to Boomer. Boomer's got his eyes up. He's looking for another forward in the center, but he actually kind of split the centers. Peyton was on one side of the net, Hayden was on the other, and it kind of went right between them. Good idea, though. Hope you enjoyed the interview from our teammate we've been missing this year, Bryce. Continuing his recovery, doing some amazing things. We've seen him on the ice again, which is awesome. Hopefully we're going to have some additional Columbus games toward the end of the season as it wraps up in February and March that get to see Bryce at the chiller again. Spinning that special DJ Bryce mix. All right, this is Peyton bringing it up. Sends it down to the zone. Him and Boom are both battling for it in the boards. It does come down here, swings around, but nobody's here. This is Anderson coming on now. West comes up to try to keep it in, but not. That's Henry back on defense back there. I'm sorry, it's Aiden. I thought it's Aiden and Henry. It's too far away.
I think it was Henry. I think it's Henry.
This is Brady. Brady bobbing and weaving. Tries to backhand it, a little off target, but he sends it right to the center to Anderson. Oh, that was close. Anderson almost put that up in the corner. It's a nice job by Henry keeping that in. Finn gathers this one up with the center. Oh man, this is gonna be Anderson. Oh, the Caps get on the board with a goal by Anderson Runyon. Beautiful puck movement from the forward line.
Well, I tell you what, a really, really good start to the first period, second period there, Tim. Generating a couple shots right off the board. That line continues their stellar weekend. Beautiful setup by Finn Dosso behind the net over to Anderson, who has the hot stick this weekend, Tim.
On the faux shizzle. Caps get on the board fairly early in the second, so that's a good sign. We need some more production like that. Great job by Cooper keeping that in. He sacrificed his body. That puck was screaming up the boards, and Cooper did not let it leave the zone, but does now. That's Cooper back again, gathering that up. It's going to be Mast. He thought he was going to get a shot, but good defensive play by the Wild. Caps are skating with some ferocity here. A little bit of sense of urgency, which is good. This is Mast with it. He sends it on net block. Line change coming. This is Carter that stepped in there. Now Peyton has it. Peyton sends it back to Caleb. Eyes up, back up to Carter. The Wild get it back. Maddox possessed the puck there for a second, but then decided to just dish it off to his defenseman. This is Carter chasing it down over here now. Boomer dumps it deep. West gathers it up down there on the defensive side. He sends it all the way back across the ice in Carter's direction. Peyton also coming in to help. Caleb gets it back. Peyton playing it off the board, chasing it himself. That's Brady that stepped in there. That's a kind of mid-line change here. Peyton sends it down deep to try to initiate the rest of the line change, which does occur. Brady pressuring here. Finn also coming in to help. Brady has it. Brady's going to send it right in the center. Oh, man. That was a good chance. Brady got the shot. The goalie deflected it, and then Anderson had a second chance. That's another shot by Anderson. Anderson wants the puck again. He's feeling it. He wants it. Deflection goes high. Nice pass by Anderson. He tried to get it to Brady in net front, but the Wild picked it off. Caps are going to have to regather because it went back in the neutral zone. They needed to get back on side, which they did. West lost the stick for a second, but got it back. Nice pass from Henry over Mass direction. Henry gathered back up here again, back into the offensive zone. Good job by Sunks trying to gather that one here, but it makes it under his feet. And there go the Wild. Back in a shot, blocked by Maddox. Caps have it.
I think we had an offside call there, Tim, so we'll reset. Boy, I tell you what, Caps have come out and done about everything you'd ask them to do here halfway through the second period, generating 4 shots, just the Wild 1. Capital line starting to buzz. See if we can maintain that momentum here and get another quick one.
Another offside, is that what it's called? Missed it.
Another offside. That's right, so Caps will reset here again.
Peyton's on the face-off here. There's Boomer and Carter out there with him. Caps momentarily had the face-off. Let's see if... Shot missed by the Wild. They almost put it in. Boomer has it. He's trying to get up to Peyton. Peyton does have it now. Looking for a pass. A little off target. He's trying to get it back to Cooper, but the pass is a little off target. Caps will regather it up. Try again. Come on.
Yep, they'll call
gotta
that.
Be a penalty.
Yep.
Yeah, they assaulted Cooper, and that's going to get called.
I will say I don't know that a physical game is going to benefit the Wild as much as they think it will. Caps are used to playing this type of game, spending the majority of their season in Michigan thus far. Oh boy, offsetting. That's interesting.
Well, we're going to get Cooper for a penalty and the other team. Coach Fink is not happy.
Let's go!
The hat was thrown.
Hey, it is what it is. Let's work, Caps. Come on, it's effort. Let's go!
So offsetting. Oh no, it's not even. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is
offsetting.
offsetting.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't see anyone in the box with them over there, but they do have someone.
Yeah, I think they had Cooper initially on a hook, which drew both players to the ice, and then they whistled one of the Wild players for the cross check to the back of the head, which will generally be called, not always.
It's Caleb applying pressure down there in the corner. He also has Brady helping him out.
Oh.
Anderson's going to come down here and see what he can do.
Oh.
Probably going to call him. Nope.
Nothing.
All right. No call there. Good job by Caleb. Steps in. Big collision there with Anderson, one of the other players from the Wild. Caleb with a couple nice quick poke checks there. Keep that puck from advancing. Now the Caps have it back. Nice pass to Anderson. This is Anderson with the puck. Makes a little move. There's a trip. There's a trip that is
That's
not
interesting.
called.
It's a tough no call.
Yeah, it doesn't get any more obvious than that. That was wild, pun intended.
Wow. So I think we're going to see a lot of. I don't know, Tim. I don't really know what to say about that one. Kind of at a loss for words.
Yeah.
Couple that probably could have been called. Looks like Coach Caffin's getting an explanation. I don't know that anybody's going to be satisfied with it at this point. Caps will have to maintain their composure here. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second period. I don't know that the door appears to be open on the Wild's bench. Both players remaining in the penalty box.
Yeah, there's no penalty clock that's active right now, so I think they're discussing when they're out of the box, I believe. This is Micah pressuring down here. Sunkel comes in to help. Sunkel has the puck. Tries to get it to the center. That puck's still loose. Sunkel back to the center, trying to get it to Micah, but the Wild ultimately get it back. Caps are definitely skating with some fire in their belly right now. They're a little angry. They want to get back in the game, so they're fighting to stay in it.
Fighting to stay in it, absolutely, Tim. We have had a goalie change on the Caps side. Standard goalie swap.
Luka Fink is in now with goal. Peyton comes in to take the face off with Carter on the far side of him. Boomer is closer to us here. Caleb and West on defense currently. Nice poke by West. Carter was trying to get a shot there. Peyton gets a shot, but it's blocked. It's Carter battling for it down there. Good job by the Caps keeping it in the zone, battling over there between Wes and Peyton. Carter comes in to try to stop the attack.
It'll be icing.
So we'll have a face-off back here in our offensive zone, which Peyton will take, and hopefully we can win this face-off and get another offensive attack.
Caps have done a nice job this period generating a little more offense. 6 shots to the Wild 1.
Peyton on the face-off here. Boomer coming into pressure. This is Caleb with it. Caleb sends it off the board to Boom. Boom's going to go toward the center, but it's deflected by the Wild. We did have a combination of Peyton and Carter net front there, but the Wild deflected it. Peyton battling forward along with Caleb back there behind the net. There's some elbows being thrown, and it's a big boy Peyton's battling up against there. Oh, almost had Carter with a breakout there, but couldn't get the puck out from under his feet. Kind of bounced off his skates. West gathers it back up here. He's got some speed. He's got his head up to decide if he's going to take it himself or pass it. So he takes it, dumps it in the offensive zone.
That'll be icing. Possibly no icing call. Wow, okay.
That's icing that was waved off for some
boy.
strange reason. That puck hits the loose stick on the ice. Not sure whose stick that is. Shot stopped by Luka. Nice block. That was a shot had some mustard on it. It was on target. Luka blocked another shot stopped by Luka. This puck comes back down through the neutral zone where the Wild are going to regain control of it. Send it over towards. Now we're going to have icing. We got to start the clock there, so I'll fix that problem.
1 minute 43 seconds remaining in the second period offense. Caps with a really important offensive zone face-off here. Finn's line will look to generate a few more shots here before the end of the period.
Finn will take the face off, sends it back over towards Anderson. Anderson sends it toward the center where Brady was, but it was off of Brady's skates. Back to the center. The puck is still loose. Shot generated from Finn right in the net front, but well played by their goalie. So that's going to be icing again on the Wild. Another face off here.
Tim, the Caps have done a really nice job in the second period, turning a bit of the momentum, pressing the issue on the offensive zone. Just need a few more to bounce their way.
Micah takes the face off. Caps had it there for a second, but the puck is going quickly the other way. It's a 2-on-1. What a save by Luka. Great job. Great pass by the Wild. Shot, point blank. Luka shut it down.
Yeah, Luka was all over that. Caleb doing a nice job to cut off the angle to the net there for the rushing Wild forward. Luka waiting for the net front shot.
The Sunks bringing it down here. Simple battling it. That's a penalty.
No call. No call. No call.
Yeah, especially at this age, you can't just chuck them in the back when they're up against the boards like that. Especially when he has his head down. Sunkel's a strong kid. Luckily, it didn't really do any damage. But this is Micah fighting for the puck down here. He comes away with it. I believe that's Carter and Micah trying to get that puck off the board. Whistle blown. Offsides. Popped out into the neutral zone, went right back in.
Just
offsides.
Just under 8 seconds remaining here in the second period. Caps have continued to give the Wild everything they want here in the second period.
Peyton comes in to take the face off. It's got Carter and Boomer. Puck comes down here into the Caps offensive zone, but the clock expires, and that's going to be the end of the second.
Like a NHL hockey player because it just sounds fun and get paid a lot. Probably Hayden Sunkel because he always makes jokes in the locker room. Are hard on us because we learn more and we get better. Probably when I scored a hat trick against one of the best teams in one of our tournaments. Probably when you're like wide open and they don't pass you.
Going to start the third period here with Peyton's line, Boomer and Carter on the wings, Wes and Henry in defense. 13 minutes left for the Caps to see if they can fight their way back into this game. The Caps control it. Wes is going to play it off the board. Peyton skating hard over there to apply some pressure. My apologies that the clock has been off somewhat today, but it's so cold in here, the iPad isn't responding to some of my taps when I'm tapping the clock, and I don't realize it till a couple minutes in. This is Henry with the puck. Now Wes is going to take it over. Wes bringing it up the ice. Wes dumps it in. It's Boomer. Gathers it back up there. Sends it to the center. Nice shot by Peyton. Almost went in. Beautiful pass from Boomer to Peyton. Peyton was right in the front of the net, but it was stopped by the goalie. I think he might have gotten 2 shots, but nevertheless, we need those to go in. There's another shot registered for the Caps. It's going to be icing, but nice production by that line to threaten.
Yep, 3 good shots there. 2 net front by Peyton, 1 off the wing, sharp angle shot by Boomer. Wild goal is standing tall, but Caps maintaining really good pressure on the offensive zone.
So Finn's line is on. There's no icing. They waved it off. Aiden going back to gather this one up. Lost his footing there for a second. Wes sees Brady up there, plays it off the board. Brady back to the center of the ice. He's looking for Finn or Anderson. Anderson has the puck. Anderson sends it back across the crease to Brady. That puck's loose. Aiden might have had an opportunity for a shot there, but he elected to pass it back to the corner. The Caps still have it, though, momentarily. And here comes the puck again. That should be icing.
Wild content just to send the puck the length of the ice at this point. Playing a bit on their heels.
Finn on the face-off again. Brady and Anderson. The puck's behind the net. Wild get control of it again. They ice it again.
That might be 3 or 4 in a row, Tim.
Might be what we see a lot of this period.
I think as well. They're looking to disrupt the pass up to the point that the Caps have started to use. Once the Wild gain possession there in the neutral zone, they just throw it down. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a line change up here.
Oh, nice shot by Mask. Almost buried it. Caps player, or the Wild player, plays it off the board to himself. Pile up the boys down here in the corner, but like Micah that got a shot there on goal. Blocked. see if Henry can keep this one in and gets past him. Here come the Wild. Centering pass. Shot blocked. The whistle blown for
Not sure.
some reason. Oh, the net
I think the net came off.
came out. Probably good timing for the Caps because they were setting up shop with one side of the net open as Luca played it on the other side.
Yep, you're right, Tim. 2 good stops there by Luca, tested early in the third period. Looks like we're going to have Peyton Boomer and Hayden Sunkel up front.
Controlled by the Caps. Sunkel trying to backhand it to center ice. He gets it back. Sends it over towards the Boomer side. That puck goes out of play.
Just under 10 minutes remaining here in the third period. Caps looking to generate a bit more offense.
Peyton on this face-off. He sends it over towards Sunkel's direction. Now Aiden has it. Dumps it deep. It's behind the net. Boomer with a nice effort to.
It's going to be
back to
icing.
that. Icing again.
So 4 quick shots by the Caps here early in the first period, in the third period. See if we can register a few more here.
This is Finn on this face-off. Caps control it momentarily. It was a shot and the goalie jumped on it.
Wild continue to give up this weak side wing on their defensive zone face-off. One again over Brady.
Yeah, the Caps rightfully are recognizing it, getting the puck back there off the face-off and winning it pretty consistently. Aiden gathered it up, sent it back over to his defensive partner, West. West back up to the forwards. Anderson had it there for a second. No icing called here. Aiden was trying to get it across the boards over towards Finn. Anderson back, tried to get it across the neutral zone back to the center, but it was picked off by the Wild. Now Anderson has it. Anderson trying to get it back again in the neutral zone, but couldn't quite get to it, so the Wild still have possession. Here comes their number 10, bobbing and weaving in and out with a shot and a score. He's clearly shown that he's the best player on their team and just had some key goals.
Yep, good move by there, splitting the Caps defense, sending a nice shot low on the Caps net. Score now 5-1. 8 minutes remaining in the third period. Caps still with some opportunity to reset.
Icing is called. Got Cooper and Henry on defense currently. Looks like they're going to. Oh, they're going off to change. So Wes and Caleb are on. Micah is currently on the ice. Mast and actually Carter is out there. It's a little bit of a different line look here. Different offensive line currently with Micah, Mast, and Carter. The puck is still loose. Nice job by Micah coming in and swooping it away right when they were about to shoot it. There's a dangerous spot in the crease. This is Mast that has it. He's going to send it up. This is Carter going to chase it down the neutral zone there. That's going to be offsides.
Caps still skating strong, using a lot of fundamentals that have been reinforced over the past couple weeks, using their defensemen in the offensive zone.
Now Peyton comes out to take the face-off. He's got Boomer on his right, but this time Sunkel is on that line. Really nice battle by Boomer and West to fight to get that puck back. This one goes up in Boomer's direction off the board. Couldn't quite get control of it. Now Peyton has it. Lost it. West gets it back to the Caps. He sends it over to the neutral zone to Caleb, who sends it back up in Sunkel's direction. That's Sunks on the board over there. Wild are going to be content. Whenever it gets trapped on the board, they'll just try to burn some seconds here. There's no icing here, so Peyton's going to come gather it back up. Sends it up in Boomer's direction. Maybe offsides. Unlucky bounce from the puck. Puck just exited the zone and popped back in.
Yep. Puck continues. Unlucky bounces for the Caps today. Still skating hard, giving great effort to close out this third period strong here.
Shot. Lucas stops it. Puck is still loose. He dives on it now, and oh, there's a punch. That should be an ejection.
We'll
He punched Finn right in the head.
Looks like we will.
Not even a penalty, let alone a game misconduct. I don't know if they even called a penalty on it.
I think we're about to find out. Nope, no penalty. Just a closed fish to Finn's head.
That's unfortunate, to put it mildly.
Yep. I believe Finn was unhappy with the extra love tap given to Luka there once he jumped on the puck. The Wild players and the Capitals players discussing it themselves. I don't know that they've reached a resolution yet. We'll wait for the officials to adjudicate.
Shouldn't take this long, refs. I mean, it was basically just a punch to the head. It's a very simple call.
Caps Dad Council now weighing in. What do we think?
Matt Larson with the whistling version of the Jeopardy theme. That's what you hear in the background.
Not quite sure the ruling on playing with the puck.
All right, we're going to get a roughing call. Roughing call in the Wild. It took 5 minutes to get to that, which we saw in 3 seconds, but
He probably sent it to Toronto, but okay, well, I think they got that one right. I don't know that anybody is interested in our vote, but if we were voting, I think that's what we would have voted for. So Caps will go on the power play here. About 6 minutes remaining in the third period. Love to see him register a few high danger shots here, see if we can sneak one past the Wild goalie, who has had a nice day.
so Finn's going to be on the face-off here. Anderson and Brady out there with him. Wes and Caleb are on defense. No icing. Wes gathers it back up. He's going with some speed. He'll tell me what to do with the puck. He still has it. There's a trip on the Wild that is called. But the goal goes in. They're waved it off. He's waved
Oh,
off the
boy.
goal.
Oh boy, that's a. I don't know, Tim. That's a pretty tough bounce.
It is inexplicable
So
why
we
they
had
would
a-
wave the goal off.
Yeah, we had delayed penalty. Officials still discussing it. Do we think that there's a chance this is?
They have to call that a goal. That's a goal.
We did have, unfortunately, we had a whistle before the puck went in the back of the net. The Wild happy to send a player to the box there in exchange for a goal.
Yeah. The only possible explanation is if they're trying to justify that at some point in that quick exchange they gained possession of the puck, therefore stopping the play, but I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
That's too bad. That's too bad. Okay. Caps maintaining composure.
So Finn on the face-off here. Puck comes deep back towards us. Icing.
It's a good call by the official by icing there, Tim. Got that one right. Well
Really
done.
far in between, but we'll take
Yep.
that one.
Yep, that was a pretty good one.
You got to get back in a rhythm somehow. With some correct calls. Shot from West goes off the bar, as I'm sure you heard. Here comes the Wild's number 10 again, but West is able to get that one out of there. Wild dump it deep. Whistle blown. Caps got a shot on goal, but it was possessed by Wild.
Nice puck movement by the Caps there as they exited the zone into the neutral zone, touching a few sticks. Shot ended up on goal by Brady. About 51 seconds remaining the second penalty, 24 seconds remaining the first penalty. 4 minutes, 47 seconds remain overall in the game.
Caps still have possession. Nice pass from Anderson over in Finn's direction. Finn sends it back up to the defenders. West is going to take a shot. Puck is still loose over on Caleb's side this time, who sends it back down deep towards Anderson. Anderson sends it back toward the center, but it's deflected by the Wild, and this puck is going to be iced.
So Caps registering a few shots there. Now 9 on the period to the Wild 6. Looks like we'll get a line change here. Caps remaining on a brief power play here. 12 seconds remaining with the man advantage.
Peyton will be on the face-off. Sunkel on his left, Boomer on his right. Wes and Henry are on the ice on defense. Henry sends it over in Wes's direction, who sends a slap shot in, but to the right of the goal off target. This one is possessed by the goalie again, so whistle blown. I didn't think the periods could get any longer than that first period, Chris, but this one is dragging on even more.
We did have that brief interlude while we discussed the adjudication for punching Finn in the head.
We've had a record number of icing calls as well as the Wild trying to waste time. Puck's headed down our way again. Icing is called.
So just under 4 minutes remaining here in the third period. Caps have had a real nice weekend. A couple nice wins, a lot of good offensive effort, good team play. Let the close out this period strong. Go back to Columbus, building a lot of momentum.
Yeah, it's been a great weekend overall. Caps have played well. Some fun off the ice. Explored the city a little bit. Some good food. Outside of the results of this game, won't let that ruin the weekend. It's Cooper battling for the puck down here. There's an up-close and personal shot of Cooper for you there, Brian. He smells just as you would imagine that he smells like, as they all do. Nice job by Lucas stepping out to negate that shot. Now Boomer has it. Boomer sends it across the ice to Sunks. Sunks is going to take an opportunity to initiate the line change. Cooper is here defending, waiting for the reinforcements to arrive. And they do. That's Mast with the puck down there. He might be able to get a shot off. He's not. He's going to end up in the middle of the net, actually.
He is in the net.
Hayden lost his footing and just ended up in the back of the net.
Good push by Hayden there through the neutral zone. Just ran out of a little bit of space.
.26 left in the game. Micah's taking the face off here. Caps keep it in their offensive zone momentarily. Still in there, goes deep. It's now behind the net. Let's see if Henry can keep this one in. He does. So puck back toward the center of the ice. Carter was able to turn, and I think he got a shot that was just blocked. This is not going to be icing. It was deflected. So this is Henry chasing it down here, pressuring. Caleb comes in to negate the shot. Anderson over there, along with Caleb's help, trying to get the puck back. Good defensive play by Henry, not allowing a shot. That's Brady with the puck down there. Center of the ice, shot by Anderson. Really nice play. Goalie jumps on it, stops the clock. Good job. Brady and Anderson have worked well together all weekend.
Oh boy, here we go.
Brady, this is Brady. He's going to get a nice shot, and good save by the goalie. Use the puck again. That's a trip. Wes is unhappy about it, but they did call it.
So the Caps, one remaining chance on the power play here, about 35 seconds left.
I'd like to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Rick Caffin. Stellar performance this weekend from Coach Caffin on the defensive door and motivational speeches. They don't get more fired up than Rick Caffin. From the Wild. Caleb gets the puck back. Finn bringing it down. Just like to see this game in without the necessary pushing and shoving.
Hey,
and
we do get
That's
one
a goal.
here.
Nice job. I think
it was Brady.
Nice goal by Brady Williams there.
I think Brady from Caleb. Caleb sent it nicely low there through the offensive zone. Brady was able to elevate it in the back of the net. So score now 5-2 in favor of the Wild. Caps doing a great job playing until the final whistle here. 17 seconds remain in the game.
gathering this puck back up, trying to get it over Brady's direction, a little bit behind him. It's going to be the game. Cap's not happy, obviously, but overall, they played really well on the weekend. They did not give up. As always, a pleasure broadcasting with you this weekend, Chris.
All right, guys. Congratulations on a good game. If we can have both teams line up on your blue line.
We're going to do the
Hey, everybody, give both
banner
of these teams
presentation.
a
But we're going to go
another
ahead
round
and
of applause.
sign
That
off.
was a good
So
game.